What is going on, everyone? Welcome to Friday Regards. We're the Bearded Regard, and we are here tonight with Jason Esser. How's it going? How's it going,
How you
Jason?
doing?
I was gonna bring you on. I was gonna bring you on with an intro, and I forgot to take you off the screen. So let's go right into that intro. Hey, all right, there you go.
Hey, everybody.
How's
Hey
everyone doing?
everybody. Yeah,
Yeah,
how's
Rustin
everybody?
here, Nick H, Mark,
Hey Mark
Wiley,
Brown.
Amanda. Hello. Maya is in. Good to see you, Maya. And Gary. What's up, guys?
Hey Gary
Quite a
Lewis.
few people in right away.
Hey, Gary.
Dagan.
Gary, aren't you supposed to be
Everybody's
on
coming.
vacation, man?
Hey Dagan.
Who's supposed to be on vacation?
Yeah, he is. He posted that.
Bearded
Gary.
Vato. Gary's
Hey
supposed to
Bearded
be on
Vato.
vacation
How's it going tonight?
Sunday. Vacation is
Vacation
Sunday, you
starts
said.
on Sunday.
Nice. Enjoy
Nice.
your vacation. Definitely.
Yeah, have a good vacation,
Enjoy-
Gary.
I haven't been on vacation for a while, so that would be. Sounds like fun. Michael P. How's it going?
Hey Michael.
Yeah, that's always a
There's
preparation
always
before the leave.
always a
Mhm.
ton of
Yep.
stuff to do.
Sometimes vacation is harder on you than just sitting at home and relaxing.
Oh
Yep.
yeah. Sometimes if you
So,
go somewhere it's
oh, go ahead, Gabe. Sorry to cut you off.
I was gonna say sometimes when you go somewhere you don't really get to relax. You're kind of busy doing stuff.
Yeah, that's
So yeah,
100% right. So, Jason, it's
Yeah.
good to. Is this your first time on screen?
Yes, it
First
is.
time on screen. Well, welcome to the big screen, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
uh,
welcome.
starting out a little bit. Why don't you tell us, like, obviously you do a lot of woodworking. Simple solutions. 1, 2, 3. He does some really great beard oil holders and caddies. I'll throw a few pictures up here. That's a nice 48 holder there, 4-tier.
Yeah, I know who's
And
got those.
I've got a couple of those.
Those are yours.
Oh, those are mine. Nice.
Yeah.
And then he makes some simpler tier designs and then the single tiers.
That one's gorgeous.
So a lot of, how'd you get
Nice.
into woodworking? What got you started into woodworking?
It was actually the community. So I started buying product, and before you know it, I had them all over my dresser, and I was like, I got to figure something out. So I already had tools from work, so I started making them, and it wasn't working. So I decided to get bigger tools.
Okay.
And then I made something similar to yours, but I made maybe a four space and had them on my dresser, and it just snowballed to what you have behind you, the 4 tier.
Yeah. Yeah, right. I'm not gonna try picking it up, but if you guys
Don't
can
pick
see,
it up. Don't pick it up.
this is the 4 tier here, and I've got one up here as well. They display beautifully, and
Yeah,
one thing I really like that you've done is some of the videos. I couldn't get the videos in here,
yeah,
so I couldn't get the videos to load. But look at that light work that you can do with these things. That
Yeah,
you can get them to look really cool.
Yeah.
yeah.
that's awesome.
The one I made Tyson from Copper Johns. He was like, I need this holder, and you need to tell me where you got the lights. So I sent him a link, and I think he's got lights on his too.
Yeah, I think he's put a couple pictures out there.
And I think that
That looks so cool.
the lighting idea came from how you guys have lights all over your background. And
Mhm.
I just started searching on Amazon. I was like, I'm going to build a new holder for myself and put lights on it. And that's where it came from.
Yeah, it makes sense. It really makes the bottles pop out.
Yeah. And then it makes those videos really good.
What's up, Stroke?
How's it going, Stroke? Getting back to some of the comments I missed there.
Hey, Stroke, how's it?
So you started woodworking as you got into using beard products. Have you done woodworking in the past? Any?
Probably just doing construction at home, whether it's
Okay.
doing trim work or drywall or doing whatever. And then once I started getting those, that's just how it prolonged.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a couple of reviewers that had your product. That were showing your product. I think that was where I maybe first seen it.
Yeah, I think technically,
Bluegrass
technically
Tan.
the first ones I sent out were to Dan, and
Okay.
he loved them. He's like, you should get a website, you should get this, you should get that. And then I was like, I don't know how to get a website. So then Etsy was like the easiest thing I could find.
JP,
And then sent it out to Ken. He loved it. Sent them
Yeah.
out to Dave, Beard and Motivation. And I think the last one to get one was Brian, Beards and Banjos.
Postway. Bunch of people jumping in here.
The Postway.
Hey, how's it going?
Did you guys have a question for Jason to start off? Or that you wanted to start off with? Or
So, what made you join the community?
I think it started more with self-care. So I think I just started diving in, just like how we all do. I YouTubed it. There was a Dan C video. And I was kind of like, oh, I've never had any real education on growing a beard because I never could. So once I started watching it and paying attention to actually how to do it, that's how it happened. And then I think I might have maybe came onto one of his lives and just said, oh, this is what these guys do. And then before you know it, now it's Monday through Sunday. Now I'm on everything.
yeah, you fall down that hole and it goes deep for sure. This community runs deep. The ties in this community run deep.
It's entertaining. I mean, there's either reruns or nothing on TV, and you're paying that every month. But we can come into these chat rooms and watch you guys do what you got to do.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff going on this week. Everyone catch all the stuff going on. There was a bunch of releases and any of you guys get any new stuff this week?
I did.
I got Dead Gabe.
I got some Chesapeake, the blackberry lemonade, the sippin'. I got some Defined Psychobilly. I got the Defined Lemon Delight. Amanda got some Copper Johns of the new On the Rocks.
Nice.
New tropical scent. That's really nice.
Yeah, that pineapple margarita scent.
I got some chronic beard from Mike too. I haven't even opened that yet.
Nice.
Oh yeah, you got oh man, the cake one, right?
Yeah.
I forget the name. I'm having a brain fart.
Munchies.
There you go.
Munchies. There you
Yeah,
go.
Mike is gonna kill me.
Chronic re-released, so that's something new. They had Chesapeake's new scent. Bearded Mac had a new scent on Dan C's stream. Let's see, the Highwaymen series for Black Rebel. I think that Chris came out on that. Wasn't that Chris sent? I think on that. But that was and then the five series from Detroit Grooming. That was a good release. So lots of stuff happening this week. There's always something to do. You're right, Jason. There's always something to watch.
Yep.
Well, the 5 comes out next Friday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think there's only 100 of them, they said, or 99 something.
Yeah.
Haniak has got a new scent.
That's going to sell out quick.
Naked City. I think Daniel, the Bearded Apprentice, is talking about that with Adam over on his channel right now.
That's
so
awesome.
That's another new one. Honor Brand has some new scents out. So all kinds of new stuff out this week.
Yeah, I ordered one of those today.
Did you?
Yeah.
That cologne one.
I still need to try the Honor Brand.
Yeah, I got the cologne one. The
haven't
way I trust Sam C's judgment, and with the way she smelt that one, I went with it.
Yeah. when she asked Dan if he had it in oil, and she had that shocked look on his face, I had to leave a comment and say, you might want to get that one in an oil.
Yeah.
You might want to get that one for Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ruddy Man, Beards and Banjos had a collab out this week, that Old Home Place. That looks really good.
Yeah, I got that coming. So, see.
Yeah, I actually ordered one, so it's nothing new, but I'm excited to try that. The 1 cent from Copper John's. And speaking of Copper John's, Sunday he's gonna have the Coming Home scent back released again. So if any of you missed out on that the first time, right here, that's a nice chocolate.
Yeah, it's a nice,
scent.
very nice, smooth chocolate peppermint scent.
Yep. So that'll be coming Sunday on Copper John's Lodge at 6 p.m.
I missed out on that.
Anyone else in chat got some new scents, let us know what you got this week.
Yeah, Gary said that blackberry sold out.
Yeah, he knows it today, so that's good. Happy for you, Gary. So every time I'm in a live stream, either if it's in the chat or on screen, there's only one person that I know that gets my dad jokes, and that's this guy up here. And I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate that.
Nice.
I love them. I think it was either last Christmas or the Christmas before, someone got me a dad joke book for the whole year, so you read it every day.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was wearing a shirt that says "Ask me about my dad jokes" earlier today. So.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Gary. I couldn't afford to get any too much this last week, but I'm sure everyone that got it's gonna love it.
I love dad jokes. There's times where my dad will be here with me, and we'll sit in the room, and we'll just go back and forth with jokes. And my wife is just like annoyed. I'm like, "Hey, you married me, so."
Yeah, I get to stare all the time. It's like, no, you don't get it.
There you go. Josue got the blackberry lemonade. Gary's a fan of dad jokes too.
Nice, Gary. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, prayers out to your family, JPB.
Yes.
That's JPB. That's, yep, definitely. And you deserve it. Yeah, I seen the wins you were having the other night, and that's awesome. Going to a good guy. So, so that's kind of why you went with the beard specific caddies then, or holders. And you know, there's a lot of caddies you see out there on Amazon, you know, wherever, that aren't necessarily specific for the bottles.
Yeah.
What made you decide on that, and why did you go with that? And you know, there's a lot of other products coming out. There's deodorants, obviously. There's the solid colognes, which you've kind of worked into some of your features.
Yeah, I just started those. The ones that you see for whiskey and hardtack, that one was kind of like right before that. But yeah, there is a lot of products. That's why it's like I'm trying to like not keep up, but I always watch what companies are doing, so I can be like, oh, you know what, I might be able to create something for that.
Yeah. Would you ever think about doing just a generic caddy? Or is that something you think you could do that would maybe be able to fit more than just the bottles?
That's in the works.
Okay. Custom stuff. I mean, that's another thing. Are you going to do like just the stuff you have on the site, or are you willing to do custom stuff as well?
I could do custom stuff, but I guess it depends on what they're asking for. I know with the bombs and butters, I get that all the time, but I think with bombs and butters, it's harder because every company uses different jars.
Right.
And I think I told you, Casey, where it's, you know, say someone goes, oh, I want one for an oil and a butter. It's like, all right, well, do you have a 2 ounce, 4 ounce? And then if they say 2 ounce, I have seen different sizes for 2 ounces. And you're like, oh man, well, what size 2 ounce do you have?
Right.
So I know,
If it's glass or plastic.
Yeah. And then Detroit, their 2 ounces are small, where a 2 ounce for Gary stuff's bigger than that. And then, so it's hard to do bombs and butters, but I need to come up with something for that because so many people ask for it.
And that's why I was wondering, you know, because all the bottles are different shaped and different sizes.
Yeah.
And, maybe doing a generic type holder too would be something that people would be interested in. Something to think about, I guess.
Yeah. I think I try to stick with those for now, because if you think about it, just like how you have it, you have more oils probably than anything else.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. What's the consensus on that? How in your collection, Ryan? Do you have more oils and butters, or what's your percentage?
I have more oils and butters because there's times where I'll buy oil, and I'm not very sure about it, so I won't go all in on the combo. I'll just buy the oil.
That's a good.
That's how I am. I've probably got 100 bottles of oil, but I've probably only got about 30 butters. Plus, like a 2 ounce butter, I feel lasts a lot longer than a 1 ounce bottle of oil. I was noticing that the other day when it's like, man, my oil's gone, but I still got a bunch of butter left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I was going to say, go back to Mark's comment. That's in the works.
Okay.
So just like you saw whiskey and hardtack, I'm
they're square bottles.
I'm about to start trying that too.
Yeah, that's another thing. Shipping on butters is hard, especially with these all natural ones. They seem to melt a lot, and so yeah, that's another good point. A lot of people might only order oils in the summer.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ryan. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, I mean, maybe like trying to think of ideas of like caddies you can make, because like you said, all butters are different. I mean, you've got the taller jars, the wider jars, the shorter jars. So
I had
there's deodorants coming out now, all kinds of new deodorants coming out now, and all kinds of different stuff that's coming out new.
Yeah, I had a recent conversation with Tyson, and his regular butters are one size, and his gray butters are a different size.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So but they're both 2 ounces.
Exactly. Yeah. So once you start making a caddy for bombs and butters, it gets larger than your dresser you put it on.
Yep.
Mark says he has to buy combos, never just an oil. I think Michael, yep. Buy combos. If I don't like it, I gift it.
Yeah.
That's
I do that.
I need to do that with some of mine, actually. I was going through some of mine the other day. I found some I need to either start using or I need to gift them away, one or the other.
I just gave a couple bottles away to a coworker last night.
There's a question for you, Ryan.
No, but if you are on the Live Bearded email, check your email Monday for pre-order and release date. So it's coming. I'm excited.
Yeah, they've been trying that for a couple of years, they said.
Yeah.
Maya wants the dad joke, Gabe. No. Okay. I didn't know if you've seen that one or not.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah, Ryan, give her a dad joke for me.
They're one of you two dad jokers here.
I don't know if I could. Let's see.
Are you looking one up, Ryan?
Yeah, I am.
That's all right.
I don't have any on the top of my head.
Me neither.
Here you go. Aaron asks, what concert costs 45 cents?
What's up, Bruce City?
Hey, Bruce City. Mick does have some good dad jokes. Yeah.
50 cents in Nickelback. 50 cents in Nickelback.
What's the answer there, Aaron? That's got to be right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks, Wiley. Appreciate you.
80 Cent with Nickelback.
Nice.
So I told this one to my wife. I go. I told my dad that my wife said that she called me lazy, and I told her I wasn't doing anything. How am I lazy? So
So Josue has a question. Was it difficult to start an Etsy shop and starting selling products online?
No, I did it all from my phone. Technically, I don't have a computer, so I basically everything I do is literally on my phone. I know the one problem I had is changing the name. So if you say just pick a name, you can't change it unless you get on a computer. So I think I was stuck with a name for a while, and then I got on my wife's laptop from work, hurried up, changed the name to what I wanted it to.
Josue needs to start an Etsy shop because he has phenomenal work with his steins. If you guys haven't
Oh,
seen
really?
them,
Some steins? I used to collect some steins. I have
Yeah.
a small collection.
they're like glass steins and they're etched
Mhm.
in. You've probably seen Gary unbox one. Jay Cruz and Johnny Grooms unboxed one today, and they're just absolutely gorgeous.
I missed all of those.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Oh shoot. What made you think of the name, Jason? Where'd the name come from?
I think I originally came up with it when I was doing a couple IG stories. I was quoting it as simple solutions for a common interest. So I just cut it down to simple solutions for the workshop.
And that's what they are. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's a simple solution.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, go for it, Josue.
Just let them know that they do take a percentage. So
Yeah.
just keep that in mind.
You just up the price a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dagan said his partner sells paintings on Etsy.
Yeah.
Etsy. Why did the cow become an astronaut, Ryan? Because she wanted to go to the moon. Oh, geez. All the dad jokes are going to start coming out.
What do you call the person who went to the bathroom during the birthday party?
I don't know.
1, 2, 3. I 1, 2, 3 fits. I think Vato.
I guess no one's
Have you
answering it.
tried? Oh, is that for Josue? I assume Maya. Is that a question?
That would be cool.
You know,
Gary got
That's
it. There
another
he
thing.
goes.
shot glass holders.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've seen them all over the place. They what do they call them? Like a flight deck or something.
Mhm.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Yeah, shot glass holders would be cool. I've only got one shot glass, so
We're gonna be doing dad jokes all night here. We shouldn't
Sorry.
have started that.
Sorry. That was my bad.
No, that's all right. Did you have any questions specifically for Jason, Gabe, or?
yeah, I had one about what types of wood does he like to use? Is there any preference?
My main stuff that I make is with pine. I just started getting into a hardwood, which let me see, which I got those that oak one I made.
Oh, that's
These
some
ones
heavy
you can
stuff.
Yeah, this one I did nice edging all the way around it.
Yeah, that looks
There's
nice.
Gentleman Prime. Hey, Walt. Where are you at? Get in here, Walt. I was supposed to send a message out and I didn't.
Mm.
That's all right. Walt's the only other one here anyway, so. Or in Ron. I gotta get Ron in here too.
Yeah. You want Ron's asleep.
No, is it?
Wake him up. He can sleep later.
He can sleep when he's dead.
That was a good review today, Walt. Definitely.
Well, did you use a Healthy 10 on the discount?
What's that?
I was asking Walt if he used Healthy 10 on that discount for Cremo.
Yep. I'm sure he did.
Yep, you got to save it.
There we go. Awesome.
So,
It's been a
do
while.
you, I don't know the term for it, but do you blowtorch your own wood?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So when it comes to those, it's kind of whatever the grain is. If you burn it, it just kind of just goes with it. But it does make everything pop when you burn it up.
I was going to ask that too. Like if you
Yeah.
finished and died and how you did all that. That's a pretty
Yeah.
cool process
So
too.
what, Casey, if you hold up your red one, that's got a burn undertone to it.
Yeah.
So 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 when I did, I sized that, cut it, drilled it, sanded it, burned it, then I did that color.
That's nice.
Yeah, that looks really
Yeah.
good.
That does look really
I
good.
love how that black it kind of blackens that wood
Yep.
a little bit. Yep. Have you ever tried cedar? Using
Not
cedar?
yet. Nah, I'm actually gonna go to a place tomorrow and see what they offer around me, so I can start diving into some stuff.
Yeah.
That
and
sounds
what-
expensive.
You said some of the woods that you've tried to use are a little too hard for the tools that you maybe had.
Yeah, that when I got that oak stuff, it didn't like the tools. So it's either the tools I have are say residential rated, or the
Yep.
wood is just too hard.
Oak's really hard wood. It's real
Yeah.
heavy.
I'd like to get somebody to etch my logo back here on the wall back here.
Oh, that would be awesome. That would be cool. Just so everyone knows, that Jason's Simple Solutions 123's Etsy site is linked in the description. So, just open that description and pop over and look at some of the items.
He does have a 10% discount all weekend long.
Yeah.
So
Yep. 10% off all weekend. So, getting into discounts, I did see that I was over on Beardmana's page, and they have a week till midnight. They have a buy one get one deal going on. So if anyone missed that, go check out Beardmana.
yeah.
I love Beard Mana.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. The link for
nice hat.
Jason's Etsy shop is in the description of this live stream. So
Yes.
Nice.
so Jason, tell us a little bit about yourself, man. Who's Jason?
Who's Jason? I live in Pennsylvania. Married, 2 kids. The funny thing about this whole situation is I do woodworking, but I'm an electrician by day. Other than that, nothing really else. Just work, come home, be a dad, wake up and do it again.
What sparked you to be an electrician?
I think I did a class in high school and kind of favored towards it. So I went to school, went for that, and then got a job.
Nice. Thanks, Vato.
And I figured you were a carpenter with that nice woodworking you did.
Nope, kind of just a hobby I picked up.
That's a
It's
good
crazy
hobby to
how-
get into.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's crazy how you can pick up stuff like that. Just
Yep.
picking up a hammer and a saw.
Yeah. It's funny is like when I was like really in the middle of starting it, I'd be at work, probably working on someone's electrical panel, just thinking about this, like, oh, I got an idea. But I should be paying attention to what I was doing.
Leather.
Hey, Andrew.
What's up, buddy? Yeah, when I was right after I just got married, I was given one of those old Singer sewing machine bases, and I made our first dining room table out of wood and stuff. So It's kind of like the only woodworking that I have. I'm not really big into like, you know, all like the fancy stuff. And
Whoops.
what's up, Daniel?
Hey, Daniel.
So I think that was a question. You just self-taught yourself how to do
Pretty
the
much. I
woodworking
mean,
and
I pretty much used all the product that I was buying, watching streams and everything, and just I would watch them in a different way than everyone else would watch it. Like, oh, hey, look, he's got those. Let me buy that, and just use them as a map. And then before you know it, it was all coming together.
Otto's afraid of two things: heights and electricity.
Yeah, electricity is dangerous.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
very.
Vato, that's shocking.
I think I'm gonna go back to a comment here that said
What's up, Joey?
it said Amanda does art. What kind of art do you do, Amanda?
I doodle.
Okay, so you draw.
Yeah.
Nice. That's something
Yeah,
I've never
she-
been able to do. So
Yeah, that's hard stuff.
Vato, I'm with you. I second that.
do you do conventions or anything for woodworking, Jason, or have you ever?
No, just kind of doing it in the basement. That's it. I think that's as far as I'd probably go, really.
The dad jokes are just flowing.
I
I
know.
love it.
I know.
Lowen.
Just started the chaos.
So, do you have a what's your particular scent? I know Casey loves smoke.
Oh yeah, it's my favorite.
I love citrus scents, and I think Gabe is very similar to that as well. What's your preference?
I'm kind of a fan of cherry tobacco and then also leather. So it would be like leather's on the second row. Like right now, I'm wearing Live Bearded Executive.
Nice. I have that
Did you hear
one.
that, Andrew? He said it. He said leather.
Yeah, a bunch of people are going to start coming in now.
Yeah. What's up, Cruz?
10 and
Yeah.
should be here any minute. Emo.
That's why you always give Cruz a hard time about being late, Jason.
So
Yeah.
You
that's
said
a good idea,
executive.
Jeremiah.
But do you have a particular favorite like scent, like from a certain company, or would it be executive?
If I had to pick like the top favorite, it'd be Detroit Black. I'm literally almost out of that.
I see a lot of people like that, but when I got it, I couldn't get into it. I gave that one away, but it seems
Yeah,
like
That's a good one, too.
a very popular one in his black.
Yeah, Traverse City is good.
Yeah, Mark Brown's a big black fan too.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Cruz is late.
Yeah, I
As
love
usual.
citrus scents.
Respectfully.
Yeah.
Yeah. Citrus scents, cologne scents. I'm really liking a lot of leather scents recently. Let's see. I like patchouli scents. So I have like a lot of stuff actually. I've got a pretty wide range of stuff that I like.
I know when I was first getting products, I was getting them all, so that way I can kind of see what I would actually
Yeah.
like.
Yep.
That's how I was too.
Yeah, I did that for a little while, too.
Yeah, starting out, I won some scents from a company, and the company owner asked, what's your favorite scent? What do you think you'd like? And I said, well, why don't you send me something that I don't think I'd like, just so I can try it and see what that profile's like,
Yeah.
I know someone in here did.
That's a good way to try something.
Vado,
Yeah.
you need to try Sweet Success from Bloomberg's.
Sweet.
It's tied for number one for summer citrus for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that a
Yeah.
citrus cologne too, or is that?
Yeah, it's a citrus, but yeah, I want to say it's better, but it's not because I still have that heart for summer citrus.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to Vado. I remember almost a year ago when Dan C launched Copper Johns on his channel, and I won a combo, and Vado was like, "Go with this, go with that." Hey,
There's
buddy.
Walt.
Hey, Walt.
Hey, what's
Long
going
time
on,
no
Walt?
see.
What's up, Jason? I talk to this guy pretty often, and it's cool to finally see him in person, man.
Yeah, I'm not a picture anymore.
I know, right? So sorry to interrupt. Y'all can continue. Just
You're good.
No, I'm glad you came in because you know I figured you'd have some questions with Jason. You do some woodworking, Walt. So
yes.
Yeah, you-
I know
yes,
you
do
and
some
you
woodworking.
and Jason have a lot in common. So
Yeah, kind of like what he does to his wood holders, I did to my nightstand and my headboards. You see, I did the Soshushiban, which is like the wood burning, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's fun like burning the wood because what happens is when you do that, the grain, when you're using especially like a pine, it causes the soft wood inside the pine to kind of burn faster than the hardwood in the pine, and it makes the grain pop. And that's where you get those striations and everything. And it's a really cool technique. You're able to make something that's pine is relatively more on the affordable side, but you're able to make it look way more intriguing and interesting, and gives it that value that you want.
Yeah, it gives a character.
Yes, definitely gives a character.
Yeah,
you're getting some
Gives
love
it
in
like
chat.
kind of a
Hey,
worn, aged look.
yep, gives it that kind of that worn aged look. Absolutely. I was talking to Rob in the chat actually about have you ever seen where they take the transformer, like the little mini transformers from like I guess you can get it from like a neon sign or like a microwave, and you hook it up to a piece of wood, and then they'll put, I think it's baking soda and water, and it causes that Lichberg fissures where it's like looks like crackling lightning all across it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, those are awesome too. Yeah.
I'm sure there's videos of it going bad too.
Yeah, right.
Pretty dangerous.
Yeah, they are, right?
Speaking of Rob, how are you doing?
the
A
legend.
video of a guy
OG.
doing that to a guitar, like finishing a guitar with that
Michael
electric
Jordan.
finish, and it looks
Mhm.
it looks really cool.
Oh, for sure. But that's awesome.
Yeah, that's
So
Ken
how
has
did
a
the
point there.
I'm sorry, go
Sorry,
ahead.
Walt. Ken has a point. I like ordering scents that I thought I wouldn't like, but end up liking them. That's always a nice thing to have when you think you're not gonna like something and it turns out liking it. That's it's fun.
Yeah. That happened with me with Ruddy Man's Whistle Punk. Yeah, it was a smoky scent, and I'm like, oh, I don't like smoky scents. I don't know why I'm getting this thing. And I got it, and I was like, oh my goodness, you know.
Whistle punk I can wear.
I was the opposite. I was like, oh, amber, oud, a little bit of smoke. Let me take it. I got it. Nope, not
Wow.
me.
Yeah. I
Casey
think the
has it
smoke
now.
fades. I think the smoke fades out just enough in that where it's not overpowering for like the first hour. A lot of those smoke scents, like the first hour is just too much on me.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
I think that Whistle Punk's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of smoke scents either. Like
You like the sweet,
maybe Weatherbeard's cherry I like, and a couple of the Chesapeake scents, but it's like some companies overdo it with that smoke, and that's all you smell for like all day.
Yeah.
Somebody boot Vato for not paying attention.
Right.
Yeah,
Ryan's the only one that doesn't like it.
I love Ruddy Man. Ruddy Man's one of my favorite companies, but it's one of the scents that I don't like.
Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna like it, and I ended up liking it. So, did you say that already?
Yeah.
You did, didn't you? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Block me for not paying attention too, Ryan.
So,
Why don't we just match Vado's question and move on to a giveaway or something?
we can do that.
Hey,
We can do that. Make Vado
can
work for
definitely do
once.
that. What are we doing a giveaway of, Jason?
So you showed the picture already, so it'll be the 5 with the cologne edge in there. So if you're a fan of the solid colognes, it'll have that edge in there for it.
Nice.
Very cool.
Nice.
Some awesome solid colognes is Copper John's.
Yeah. Copper John's, Weatherbeard. I think Scully's has it. I forget their brand name.
Yeah, Copper John's, Weatherbeard, stuff like that. So.
I'm gonna do a review of Copper John's solid colognes pretty soon. I think that'd be cool just to do strictly their solid colognes.
Yeah,
it's good stuff.
That neat. On the rocks.
I haven't tried it yet.
And a cologne is phenomenal.
Oh. Yeah.
Joshua Ricks, what's up?
What's up, Joshua?
I'm gonna put some dots in chat here. We will do a number. Let's go 1 through 11, and after the dots in chat there, 1 through 11, go.
Do you have the generator up, or do you want me to do it?
I've got a generator up. I'll post one in here. Unless you guys are you guys trying to win one?
No, I'm just here to hang out with Jason.
I will
private chat then.
I will get one this week and I'll support him. Look at that.
Whoops.
Look Mick then.
That's not the winner. Sorry guys.
Psych.
My fault. Actually, the winner was right away, so congratulations, Joey.
Joey?
Awesome. Joey's cool.
Joey.
Yeah, he's a good dude. He's a really good dude.
Congrats.
I'll write these down too, Jason.
That's
so
awesome.
Another record of them.
Auto.
So Zach had asked a question before the giveaway.
He's gonna give it to himself.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I've ever tried a forest or woodsy scent, so I can't say I'd like that. Yeah, the only one I've kind of tried was the one that's in the sample pack for Weatherbeard, but other than that, I don't think. I just feel like
Timber Trails?
Yeah.
Timber Trails.
Yeah, Timber Trails is good.
That's a good timber scent.
So do you do anything outside of like the beard oil holders? Do you do like any kind of like woodworking outside of the house, outside of that stuff, like maybe around the house, fixing up stuff, different things?
If anything, it's just doing trim work, baseboard. Right now, I'm in the middle of trying to get I would call it a back addition refinished. The previous owner had it half done, I would call it. So now I'm just going to bring it up to, say, today's technology standards.
Yeah. Modernize it.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Did we already say how Joey gets a hold of you? Does he need to go on your website?
I think we're on IG. If he's got IG, he could just message me there, name, address, US shipping.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Sorry.
Casey, can you pull up his website? Can you pull it up and share it? Or no?
Yeah.
I'm just asking. I don't know.
Let me get to it here. It'll take me just a minute, but I'll get there in a minute.
So have you gotten your move completely done, Jason? I know that was kind of something that was kind of weighing on you for a while, was getting that move completed.
Oh yeah, everything's done. Definitely put not a dent, but a delay on, say, the development of new stuff.
Right.
So now that we're fully in, now I could push that stuff out. That's why that came from that cologne one, the ones for whiskey and hardtack, and then earlier I mentioned I'm going to put the attempt for the Detroit bottles.
Okay.
All right, it's coming up here. It might take a second, but.
So have you tinkered around with an idea for maybe like some butter holders? Like something like this size, maybe like you could have them stand up kind of, or something like that, or maybe have them tilted kind of like that.
Yeah, we were talking about that. We were talking about that earlier, where I'm trying to figure out bombs and butters because it seems like that's the question of the day.
We're here at a local supermarket.
Sorry, here we go. Now I got it. There we go. So here's the front page there. Simple solutions. And there's some of the holders that are available.
Yeah.
I like the circular ones. Those are cool.
Look at that. He's already got some out and some reviews.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and when you're using pine, that's something that's a little bit more on the affordable side. I think it's a great move because, you know, yeah, it's nice to have one made of Purple Heart or zebra or whatever, zebra wood or whatever it might be. But there's a lot of cost that goes into that.
Oh yeah.
You know, people don't realize how lumber cost is, and then with COVID, lumber cost has increased even more.
Yep, it skyrocketed.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was wondering about that earlier.
Yeah.
That's why I was asking.
Yeah.
Some flame
I heard it's
maple would
slowly
be
gonna start
cool, but
going
yeah,
down,
it's so
so.
expensive. Yeah.
So are you using an oil-based stain or just a dye? What are you doing for the red ones?
The red ones is actually an acrylic paint.
Okay, kind of like what I did for my mosaic. I did acrylic
Yeah.
paint.
Yeah, so if Casey holds his up, we were talking about, I burn that first, and then the acrylic kind of doesn't necessarily cover it all. It literally just makes it pop.
Yeah, it's kind of, it absorbs it. Let's see if I can show you this here. That there, and I did the different dyes of different colors, and then I also did the wood burning to make it pop, and it was all scrap 2x4. So
Nice.
it's fun.
There's a good question for you, Jason.
I have made
That's
one
really
of
cool,
those. I think it was like a first edition. I think the mayor actually bought one, but I took that off the site because I wanted to make it more like how the oak holders are. How like I have all the clean edges and stuff. So I want to kind of get something that is more nicer looking, I guess.
Yeah.
Have you ever used a leather dye?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Yeah, some of those ones that you've been putting on TikTok with the lights have been absolutely
Oh, yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, that's my own holder. I actually have that upstairs.
Yeah.
I wish I could have brought some of those videos in, but it wouldn't let me upload them for some reason.
So I had some pieces of a rough cut pine that still had like the edge trim on it, and like live edge and whatnot. And I had 3 of them, and I epoxied them together, and I left the middle gaps just be clear. And then I mounted it on a box, and I did the lights underneath it, and just seeing like all the lights and how it reflects off the wood and everything. And it just really gives you this cool effect, you know?
Yeah,
And
definitely.
it's
you can do a lot of cool stuff with wood to make it really pop. And
yep.
I've actually just started tinkering with some epoxy mixes, so might be something to come.
That's the way to go, man. I tell you what, it's all about getting, you know, you're going to get your melamine molds, and you can, you know, if you're wanting to set things in it, and then you can do Vaseline to prevent the epoxy from sticking.
Yeah.
And yeah, you pour your epoxy. I usually do a 2-part, 50-50, and then yeah, it takes a while, and definitely make sure that you have something kind of covering it so like dust doesn't fall on it. And yeah, man.
Yeah, I found something on Amazon from one of the YouTube channels I watch is 731 Woodworks.
Yep.
Here, that guy. He had a link, so I went there, bought their little sample pack. It got here last week, so I was like, all right, well, let's see what this does.
So what you can do is get the Formica powder, and that can be in reflective blues and greens and everything. And you can kind of add that to the epoxy and really give it that shimmering kind of reflective look.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And the Formica powder is so cheap too. I mean, you can get like a sample pack of like 20 different samples and colors for like $30, and then just the tiniest bit goes a long way.
Yep.
So, and then you got like 30 different colors.
all kinds of things. You know, just like there's all kinds of new beard products and products coming out. There's all kinds of different stuff that you could do to enhance what you've already got is a great
Yeah.
product. You know.
That's why I'm trying.
Yeah.
Well, you just when did you start this business? You said.
I think
Was it-
Etsy, I opened that in November.
Okay, so you're just starting. You're just fresh.
Yeah, pretty much.
So what you could do, and it's just me spitballing, is like if you have scrap pieces of wood, burn them, and then have like your mold, and then put your pieces of wood and the colored epoxy all in the mold. Then once it sets, then maybe do your drill for each one and see if that works. I don't know how your exact concept.
I know one posting I saw today is if you drill epoxy, it might have to be on like a certain angle because it would show like a white residue or something. So I was like, oh man, I guess I really got to try and drill it and see what happens.
What you can do is after you drill it, you can sand it down to about a 400 grit, and then you can relayer it with a little bit of epoxy, and it will hide some of those scratches and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I just did this last weekend in my dining room. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but
Ooh, the shiplap. That looks great, man.
Yeah.
I like it. That's awesome.
My wife
that
wants
looks
to do
good,
something
right?
like that in our kitchen.
Yeah. It's fun. It's tedious though.
Shiplap.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did one, and we did the kind of like we call it pickling, where you take like the wood, you take like a watered down paint, and you kind of just wipe it on and wipe it off, so it just absorbs on the softer, more absorbent piece of the wood, and it gives it a really cool effect. But it's tedious, you know. It takes a long time, and then after it dries, then you got to try and put it up there. And did you use a nail gun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
How long have both of you been woodworking? Jason, you said you just started kind of, besides home projects and stuff, you started a year ago roughly or so?
Yeah, with the holders, if I started, say, growing a beard and buying products last July, I probably started making my own holder August, maybe September.
Walt, you've been doing it for years, haven't you?
Yeah, since 2016.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've done some different stuff. I don't know if I've ever showed you guys. Let's see.
Well, there you go. If you have any questions, Walt probably more than willing to answer any questions you'd have.
So
I'm kind of right there with you, Mark. I don't know much about it. It's been in my family. My dad's a woodworker. He's done it for years. So I grew up in a wood shop, but I don't know anything about it. So
I did like a river mirror kind of effect there.
Oh, that's nice.
yeah, that's
cool.
Awesome.
And then let's see. There's a better view of my headboard and nightstand.
I know it's working as well.
That mirror's awesome, Walt.
And then here's the one I was talking about where they got the lights. I don't know if you can see the lights, but there's a blue and red lights in between the cracks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kind of hard to see. But yeah, that was a lot of fun to make. Let's see. Trying to pick the ones that I'm actually proud of. You know.
Everything on there looks good.
Same.
All the pictures you've showed me they all look good, Walt.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, that mirror's really cool.
This one was fun. This was I made these like charcuterie boards and cutting boards for my family, and I took strips of different woods and clamped them all together, and then I planed them down into different like stripes and stuff. So yeah, that was what I was thinking would be like another cool one, is if you staggered with different woods maybe and did like you stain one wood and stain it dark brown, and maybe the other one like a natural color, and maybe you could do something like that. That'd also be really cool. Obviously that's an increased cost, so they would cost more, but I think if someone's willing to pay the extra $10 or whatever it might be, or $20, I think it might be worth it for you.
Yeah.
Portable planer. I have a DeWalt lunchbox planer, and they run around $500, $600.
Jason, this is the table I was telling you about.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
Yeah. So I made the 2 benches on each side. So it was pretty cool. Good for
Yeah,
I guess a starter table.
Check out Jason on Instagram at jason.esser. I'll put that right here. That's actually in the description as well, but it's right there in chat too. That's his IG. Check him out. Thanks for stopping out, JPB.
Have a
Yeah,
good
man.
night, JP.
Take care,
People
bud.
don't realize how difficult it is to put out consistently a solid project and product, especially when it comes to woodworking. It is very difficult because wood is not universal. It's fickle. It warps. It moves. It bends.
Yeah.
Sometimes you could be just drilling in a piece of wood and it catches on the knot that's hidden in the back or something, and it just there's a lot that goes into it. So yeah, man, my hat's off to you for doing that, because I just don't think I have the ability to put out a quality product like that on a regular basis.
It's fun though. That's
Yeah.
the way I see it.
Yeah.
Like I'll come home from work and tell my wife, like, hey, I'm going to run downstairs. I want to try something real fast.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. And that's the fun part about it too, is you get these ideas. Like I would look on like YouTube and Pinterest and different woodworking forums and epoxy, and and you start getting these ideas and you start merging stuff. You start saying, oh, if I did what I usually do, but then I incorporate this, then that can take it to the next level or make it really, really cool. And then it's all about, and it's really a lot about your tools too. Like the more tools you have, or and as you step up and get more tools, you're able to kind of expand your range of what you can do. But tools aren't expensive, so you have to kind of save for it and everything.
Yeah, we were just talking about that in the green room a little bit. Actually, that goes to all forms of no matter what you're doing of creation, content creation. The more and more tools you get for content creation, it becomes easier, and you can do more stuff with it. So,
Yeah, I was woodworking for over 3 years, until I finally got my planer, and then I got a track saw that. I was last year. I got the track saw, and you have to kind of build up to it and know what you really need for the right situations. And I was doing a lot of like tables and benches that are very long, and I just didn't have the ability to run that through my table saw because of how long they were. So I was able to get a track saw with a 10-foot track, so I can pretty much do a straight line with my Makita. And that way when I'm joining boards, it's straight. I can join them together. They glue up nice and it works. But, I would have had no idea to do that, 3 years ago. I would have thought I had to get some fancy joiner or something like that to be able to do that.
What's a track saw?
It's a saw on a track.
Yeah.
Now you can get like the fancy ones from Germany, but those are like expensive. Those are like over $1,000. So what I got was an 8-inch Makita blade, and then I got a SureTrack, I believe, and it's pretty much you mount a plate on the bottom of your saw, and then it runs on this metal track, and it just perfectly straight line every single time. And I can cut up to 8/4, which is about 2 inches, and I can just perfectly straight. So that's how I made my my bench and the dining room table. Let's see.
Nice.
Man, I don't have a lot of people I can talk woodworking with, so when I get on it, man, that's
Have you recorded any woodworking stuff, Walt? Yet? I know you said you have. Yeah.
Yes, I started recording me doing some planing because I want to incorporate that into my channel.
I
can make a wood yo-yo.
Mentioned that to Jason. Actually, I mentioned to Jason that he should start recording some of the stuff that he makes. I think people would like to see that. People like to see the person that's making the items for them. So
that's about a 7-foot long cherry top, and then she wanted chalk paint is what she wanted for the base. So I'm like, I'm not going to chalk paint cherry wood. So I got cypress wood, which is much cheaper down here, and I built the base out of cypress wood, chalk painted it, and then just made the cherry tops. No one's gonna know,
Nice.
if you're chalk painting something.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good idea, Casey. I think if Jason was able to record him doing some different stuff and then put that on TikTok, and then also seeing the finished products, the lights and everything that you were doing, man, I think that would really help drive to your website, your Etsy shop.
Or do like a time lapse from start to finish.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
can do like a time lapse type deal. I think
Yeah,
that would be awesome.
that'll be another goal when that workshop I got down in the basement. Right now it's just cluttered with boxes still. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like every time I go down there, it's like, all right, where did I put the saw?
Thanks
Where's
for
the
stopping,
tape
Tommy.
measure?
You love my basement. I have a full workshop over here, but I'm not into all that stuff. So I'm clearing it all out and gonna make a bedroom out of it.
Oh, cool.
Did you buy it with the wood with the shop in there?
Yeah.
Or was it? Yeah.
Yeah, it has the U-shaped benches from one wall across the back wall to the other wall, and so take care, Tommy.
Yeah, but woodworking's a lot of fun. It's kind of a lost art, or it's a art that is not as popular. It's not a lost art, but it's just not as popular as it used to be, and yeah, so
Everything's getting made manufactured in bulk now,
IKEA.
and
Yep.
Just
yeah,
Mhm.
nothing's handmade anymore, and it's kind of sad because back, that American made it lasts a long time. That's gone nowadays.
I'm sure
Except for
Jason gets that.
right here.
Yeah. Probably Jason probably gets this all the time. Oh, why does it cost that much? Well, they think, well, I can get something from IKEA for $3 or $5. I can get something from Amazon that's fake wood
Yeah.
that can do what they want, but it's for cheaper. And it's like, you don't understand. It's the effort of putting your time into it, gathering the material, shipping it, just the overall artistic value behind it. It's hard for them to grasp sometimes.
Yeah, pretty much.
the love.
Yep.
Gotta have that love.
Right.
Yeah, with IKEA, you'll be asking IKEA for a paycheck the time you spend on that, putting that thing together.
I know, right?
Yeah.
They don't send you home with a manual.
It took me almost 4 hours just to build a kid's dresser. It's just
Really?
so tedious.
Yeah.
Every piece. It's like you have to build your own wood. You have to glue
And
your
you
own
have to-
particle board
tree.
together.
You have to be in the zone and ready to do it. As soon as you start
Mhm.
opening that box,
Yeah.
you're committed.
Yeah. Oh man, I tell you, my
Yeah, I've bought dressers, just out from the store dressers, and they fell apart like within a month because either I didn't put it together right or it wasn't assembled right. I don't know, or just it was cheap wood. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the
Usually-
quality you get with you're going to get a quality wood, something that's going to last forever. Where if you get a caddy off Amazon, it like Walt said, you're going to get probably a fake wood that is not the quality that you're going to get with Jason's products.
I agree.
And also too, like with wood, it holds heavier stuff. So like when you add the tiers on it or the more slots for the oil, the wood's going to hold better than some cheap plastic thing you buy on Amazon or at
Right.
some mom and pop makeup store or whatever. You know what I mean?
IKEA's manual is more complicated than rocket science.
I agree.
As a woodworker, there's two people in the community that I would actually buy something from that also does woodworking. That's Jason Esser and Straight Bearded Rob. Those are the two guys who I value or I can appreciate what they do.
Yeah.
And yes, Zach, he does make the 3 oil holders. So your collection does not have to be too large in order to invest in one of these. It's much better to have your bottles sitting up on a shelf in one of these. Trust me, or in the bathroom, wherever. I don't keep mine in the bathroom usually, but much better to keep them in here than just on the shelf. They're just for looks and present, not just the presentation, but for safety too. I mean, so your bottles aren't falling all over. I've had a few times where some of my hats fell down here and the oils all stayed right in their spots. So these holders really do hold the bottles well too.
Yeah.
Show them
Nice.
the black one.
That black one?
Yeah, the single row.
Yeah, to piggyback off what you said, Walt, that straight bearded Rob, he does some phenomenal stuff with wood. Like he is just magnificent.
Yeah.
From the crosses to signs he makes to everything. So
I need something like that up here for my bottles. I could take my cars down.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, he's making these clocks now, and they look phenomenal. Just phenomenal. Those CNC routers are so cool too. You know, you can just do so many things with it. One day I'll try and get me one of them.
I didn't get a chance to get a cross. He did the last cross and
I was trying to get that cross too.
Man, I want one of those.
Man, I tell you, the labor intensive and then just like burning the paper and where the Declaration of Independence and just laying them on top of the cross and just doing all that. And then, you know, and when epoxy is kind of a crapshoot sometimes, you can pour epoxy and it just doesn't come out right, you know, and you're kind of, and it's expensive. You know, you think, oh, $100 for 2 gallons, but you got to think about when you're pouring that epoxy, how much extra waste you're going to have that runs off, you know, and you got to be very vigilant. You have to have like a nice like heat gun to where you can kind of pop the bubbles because it, you know, epoxy is it's like exothermic where it heats up. You know what I'm talking about? Where it can like heat up and then it creates these little bubbles, and you got to make sure you keep those kind of popped, and otherwise you'll have all these bubbles at the top of your epoxy.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark, my stepdad is a contractor and he does woodworking. My grandpa, he made shelves for a long time. And I went to like school. All 4 years I took woodwork in high school. After that I took some automotive classes and stuff. So I've worked with a lot of the tools, but not too much of just wood, I guess, except for high school.
Well, it's a blast, man.
Jason, when that 3 oil with the cologne slot, can someone buy that to use for a comb, or is it too wide?
It is on the wider side. If you think about, I don't know if you have solid cologne, it's maybe 3/8 or a little bit thicker. I don't know if any like a Chicago comb is thin. At least what I do with the Chicago combs, it's got the hook on it. So the thing I built myself on my dresser, I just put a nail and hang it up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So see how it's a little thicker.
That'd be a good idea if you made one for holding wooden combs, or like maybe a soap holder too, like the bar soap holder.
Could be coming down the line soon.
A lot of those are made out of wood.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah, like those the ones where like it's called a soap saver. I know what you're talking about, Gabe, where it's like a little tray and you put your soaps on it, prevents it from sitting in the water and it degrades faster. So that'd be great, Jason.
Pretty soon.
Mm-hmm. You know, it'd be another
we
cool
love our
thing
bar
soaps. Like coasters and stuff, making different like coasters and doing the epoxy and the different molds and stuff with the different colors. That'd be kind of cool. There's so many different things you can do.
It's weird how you guys keep saying it. It's like, oh man, they know what I'm thinking, because same thing, just like there with the whole epoxy thing. I got another idea for that too with the coasters.
Man, kill it, man! It's gonna be great. There's nothing more satisfying than seeing a person that does woodworking kind of like grow and progress. You know, you see what they did when they first started, and you kind of see their progression. You know.
3 number 8 Chicago combs Vato has. That's you got one at work.
He's got a collection going.
In the car.
Yep.
One in the shower, one in the car.
I've just got one.
I have a 1, 8. I have this one, the 6, and the 8.
I've got a 6 and an
I have
8.
I've been using these.
7 and 8.
They're Zilberhaar. They're from Germany. They made with pear wood. They're really nice. I really enjoy these.
Yeah.
I have one that's kind of more firm, and I have one that's more of a softer bristle, but they're real boar's head. And yeah, might have to do a review of these. That might be kind of cool.
I like the size of
I had
those
one of their
things.
wooden combs.
Yeah.
How you doing, Dan?
Hey, Dan.
Hey, Dan.
How you doing, Dan?
Hey, Dan.
Welcome.
Yeah, my wife has used my Chicago combs too. She loves them.
He's saying
Do you do any
late night,
carving or
but
anything?
it's only 9 o'clock here.
Yeah, it's what is it? 10:30 here, I think. Oh, my phone died.
Jason, do you do any carving, like hand carving?
Almost 11.
No, the most I'm doing with any kind of fancy stuff like that is using a router for the edges.
Okay.
And that's what I'm really trying to go into is a more fancier look.
This is a giant toothpick with an olive on it. You say, why would you need this? Well, I need it for my giant novelty martini, of course.
I was wondering where that was going.
Cheers.
Nice.
I'm such a dork. I swear. Just boot me off right now.
I think
That's all good. We were doing dad jokes earlier.
I might have
Yeah,
heard
we had
from
to
them.
do dad jokes earlier.
Actually.
Yeah. Yeah, those are really cool, Vato. I like the quality of. They use pear wood, which is a really beautiful wood too. And I'll take some beard oil sometimes and put it on the wood and kind of just, make it kind of pop. But yeah, that's gonna be fun.
I do that with my wooden combs.
Yeah.
Boil them up so they don't dry out too much.
Yeah.
Prevent them from breaking.
Yeah.
Or getting weak.
Hey, James. Agreed, man.
Hey, James.
How much vodka does that hold?
I don't know. I'm not
Just
that
enough.
Yeah, I'm not that
enough.
level yet. That's legendary level.
Yeah.
That's when he gets 1K subs. He'll be busting that out.
There we go. Yes, exactly.
I did have one more thing wrote down I wanted to mention. Table Talk is a new channel. Everyone go subscribe to Table Talk if you haven't. That's going to be the new. Is that the new reviewers table or is it?
Yeah.
Well, it's just. I think it's just something that they're just a new channel that it's going to be a very wholesome, down to earth channel that Ken and Andy and JG are doing. It's going to be nice. It's going to be nice to have something like that on Friday night.
I think it's Ken, Mrs. Bluegrass, Johnny Grooms, and then I think Ben Taff as well.
Okay. The smoke man himself.
Just to hang out, kind of like what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, it was, they were saying talk about family and just hanging out and having a good time. So.
Yep.
Kind of like that. I don't know how to do a wine taster impersonation. I don't know. Impression.
I've never been to a wine tasting.
Yeah. No, they do that like that weird thing with their mouth or something. I don't know.
I don't know that. Do you actually drink the wine when you're just?
Yeah, I think they spit it out in like a bucket or something.
Yeah.
That's if you don't like it or something. I went to one and I think there was half of them I spit it out because wine's not my thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that
Some
was
of
just
them
part of
spit
the
it out
product.
so they don't get drunk while tasting.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
There's a lot of that around here where I live in this valley.
Yeah, you got to swirl it around the glass.
Yeah.
I've been big on ciders lately. So there's a place that I learned from Dan C. It's called Blake's Cider.
Oh.
And they just released an apple pie cider. It's really good.
Yeah, Mark says you're supposed to spit it out. You worked at a winery for 6 years. Yeah, that okay.
Oh,
We'll go.
Bato truly gets my sense of humor, man. That's hilarious. um, so now you're right now it's just the TikTok and IG. Are you thinking about expanding on the Facebook and different things like that?
Not really. It kind of was. It's weird how that all panned out because I think I was on Facebook more than IG, and then once I joined the community, it just flip flopped.
Yeah, yeah, that kind of happened with me too. Cheesehead Ryan, man, you've been killing it on the content, man. Your Copper Johns one was very, very good. I love the B-roll. I love the transitions. It was just really well done, man.
Thank you. I was telling Casey and Jason before we started, I finally figured out my setup to where I can have my computer screen in front of me and have the camera, like just the way I'm doing right now. I'm looking at this computer screen and I'm looking at you guys. So
perfect.
So next video is a big one. It's a bigger company. I just bought some really nice editing software. So I'm learning as I go. So, yeah,
that's awesome.
I'm learning. So
yeah, Casey, where are you at, buddy? You brought me into this world.
Yeah, me too.
Well, then this is exactly what I wanted. You have a channel. Yeah. Ryan has a channel.
Yeah, you succeeded.
I succeeded. Yes. I do have. I've got some things in the works, but I'm not going to talk about them yet.
Right. Okay. I understand.
Hopefully in the next couple weeks or a month, I can announce what I've been working on in the background.
Awesome. And Gabe, I'm
hoping, these guys.
Yeah, with the yo-yo and just some different reviews, and man, you can do a killer intro with some music, doing some yo-yo tricks. Man, you could do some really cool stuff, Gabe.
I need to learn the editing. That's the hard part for me right now is figuring all that out.
InShot you can do on your phone, and it's very intuitive, and I use it. I think Ryan uses it. If you got any questions, we could literally screen record and show you how to do stuff.
Yeah, exactly. You've got some connections in this community that can really help you out, Gabe. So if you have any questions, don't worry about that.
Yeah, that's what the regard is for. So when you join, you got the community and you got the brotherhood and whatnot, but you can learn from each other.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Walt's helped me too, so we can help you, Gabe.
And likewise, Ryan's helped me. So,
thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Wiley even says InShot's a good program.
Yeah, I just bought the whole Adobe package. Since I don't have the Apple, I don't have a Mac, so I don't have the Apple version. So I went out. I bought the Adobe.
I like the whole content creation process. Like in my videos, I try and kind of be goofy and funny because I feel like it kind of matches my personality that I joke around a lot, and so I try and make that kind of show through when I do my videos. But it's a lot of fun. I think the most nerve-wracking thing for me is the recording, but the editing and like putting in like animation or whatever it is, or like some GIFs or whatever, that's the fun part, because you can rewatch what you've made and you can kind of laugh at it, or you can make it a little more serious and look at really cool and whatnot. So yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. I think Jason, if he just got a tripod for his shop and just put it there, just have him recording while he talks through what he's doing, wouldn't be a hit on YouTube. I mean, there's a lot of guys that like to do that. I mean, they like to watch that type of stuff.
And it's a form of promotion. You're promoting yourself.
What I got from Amazon is this little arm thing that clamps to the table. Once Casey contacted me, I was like, I can't just hold my phone in my hand. I got to get something.
Yeah.
I love watching woodworking videos. I watch like epoxy pours and just all these different things that are just super fun to check out. So people want to see, and I think also that helps people understand the value of what you're doing is when they can see the amount of work that goes into it, the specialized tools, the ingenuity, just all the little fine details that come into play. Especially like if you can get the recording of when you're torching, and people can see that grain pop, because that's a very satisfying thing that not a lot of people know about. Is that when you have your wood and you're laying it down and you take your torch and you bring it over the wood and you just see everything just change automatically. It's not something that happens very slowly. I mean, it's like that, and it's just a very satisfying thing to see.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
I agree.
Definitely some ideas for you to think about.
Definitely, thank you.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Another one is I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, that's all right. Mark was saying I look at Ryan's as mini documentaries.
I appreciate that.
And you get very informative in your videos, which is good. That's when someone's looking at, I want to look at Detroit, grooming or Copper Johns. They can go and find a video and get all the information right there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the goal. That's the main reason why I wanted to start a channel was, I mean, there's times where I'll spend like 15, 20 minutes on a company website trying to find this, trying to find that, what's in this and what's in that. And I just was like, you know what, make it simple. I mean, I'll just start a channel, talk about the company, talk about the owner and what they have to offer. I mean, the first few companies, they didn't really have a lot to offer. Live Bearded does, but I wasn't going to go into detail of that. So when I did with Copper Johns, and it's worked out. So.
Oh, nice, Zach.
Yeah, Vato, what's your 2022 resolution?
A charcoal look-alike oil holder. What would that?
So like a really dark.
These are kind of a charcoal color, but
yeah,
dark black. But
I like
without
that.
the gloss.
Yeah, without the gloss, maybe.
It'd be like a matte finish.
Like a flat, matte finish.
Yeah, you could do a flat
Russ
black.
has a good idea.
Yeah, matte black is nice. I like it. And here's the thing, like, when I did the cherry table, I'm like, Mom, what do you want it? Because I did it for my mom. Of course, the first table I make has to be for my mom. And she's like, oh, I want it gloss. And I'm like, sure enough, every time someone puts their hand on it, you see a big handprint, Yeah, and that's the problem with gloss. But when you do like a matte finish or even a semi-gloss finish, you just don't get that, that reflective shine to it, but you also don't have to worry about handprints.
Or you put something hot and it leaves that white stain on it.
Yeah. That's funny, Bato, man. You crack me up.
Yeah, that is funny. You can't do that, Bato, though, because you would be blocking me. So,
Bato, we'll start a petition.
But that's the goal, Ryan. Is you want to make content that is different and stands out, and you've definitely done that. You've gone down the line of narrowing to what information you find is most relevant, and also providing a good looking review. Because I mean, the music and the B-roll and just everything that you did, what Copper Johns was done really well. So it's great, man.
Yeah, I have plans. I have something big coming up in September. With me being in a short period of this YouTube game.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. Also, I have something in August that I'm gonna be doing differently with my videos. So
cool.
I'm excited for what's to come. What I have planned for. So we'll see.
Yeah, I think
you're gonna start singing in your videos.
Do what?
So are you gonna start singing in your videos?
No.
Dancing. Okay.
No singing and dancing.
All right. You said
the choreography.
Have you ever seen a white boy dance?
Awesome.
No one wants to see a lawnmower or the sprinkler.
I'm sure there's a lot of people in the community that would love to see that, Ryan.
I've already done voice impressions. That's as far as we're gonna go. So
Yeah.
I was hoping
What were
for
you
a
gonna say,
duet
Jason?
with Ken.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
going to
Jason.
say, I think both Walt and Ryan are going to change the review game. I like their videos.
Oh, thanks, man.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
It's just fun. You know, I really enjoy it. I keep my videos pretty short. I keep them around 5 minutes, and then I try and make them fun. You know, I like comedy. I've always been a fan of it. So if I can bring some laughter into it as well, you know, I think it's just enjoyable. You know, it's 5 minutes of just some lighthearted reviews.
Yeah.
Cremo spray cologne. Who you know, like no one in the community probably thought about reviewing a Cremo spray cologne before, but I'm just like, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
You guys' videos are completely different. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
just the way you guys put your videos together is just completely different. But it's very enjoyable to watch, both of them. Walt puts that, like you said, the kind of that comedy and that funny side to it, and Ryan you get all the knowledge you need with his videos. And Ryan puts a little funny side in there too. He has some
Oh,
intros
yeah. That intro was great with him in the lawn chair. That was awesome, man.
Yeah. That was hilarious.
He's like, oh, hey.
Yeah. I mean, I don't live near a beach, so I
Yeah.
just figured, I'd do it in the backyard.
There you go.
I had more
Nice.
questions on my backyard than I did the company or the products in the video. So,
Yeah.
I mean, everybody knows who Live Bearded is, so I guess, they would ask about my backyard.
Yeah. Of course.
So, and then this one, I kind of wanted to make it more of a outdoor themey like, so I just lit my fire pit and just had the intro through there because that's what Copper Johns does. So
You got some really good ideas, so keep it up.
Yeah.
yeah, just wait till September. My first video in September is going to be really good. So
Like a side chick.
I guess I'm more of a rebound.
yeah, right.
Yeah. Okay, you're done.
So, do you guys have any other questions? We might start to wrap it up here. It's been about an hour and a half.
Good, man. I got plenty more I'm sure I could talk about with Jason, but we can do that on IG chats and stuff.
Well, and you're going to start some live streams. Am I wrong? Or
For right now, I think I like my live streams with the regard. I think that's I got some plans for some guys that are I got one friend who does mountain climbing, so I'm gonna have him on so we can do a little interview, but that's a little ways down the line. I think I just want to focus on making my content and hanging out with you guys on the Friday night regards. It's kind of
and you're on several other people's live streams too, Walt. You're all over the community, so so you definitely put the work in. Ryan, you have some live streams maybe planned. Is that something that you were going to think about?
I'm not going to give anything away, but yes.
No, don't give anything away.
Yes and no. Yeah, just watch.
I agree, Maya. We need Gabe to start a channel.
Just hanging around with Gabe and a yo-yo.
Yeah.
I don't know. Gabe was looked a little irritated last time on the stream when we kept asking about his yo-yo. So
We're not trying to
He got a
aggravate
new
Gabe.
yo-yo just to show you.
he did. He
The,
did.
He did.
the
He got a bright
camera-
Just
orange
wait.
one.
the camera wasn't working very well for me, so I got a new camera, and like all my metal yo-yos don't look good at all on camera. So I got an orange plastic one that actually looks decent.
Mhm.
So
You can always record it and then record to where it looks right, and then what you can do is you can always show it on a live. So we have the ability to upload a video, right? Upload a video to StreamYard, and then we can premiere it.
Yep.
Some of
I'm
your
gonna
awesome
think about
tricks.
doing it that way.
That would be a
Yeah,
good idea.
and then
That would be a really good way to do it.
put it on InShot. You can edit it and put so you can put like the lettering of what each trick is. You can do all kinds of stuff, man.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, definitely. Like
Yeah,
I
because
said,
my phone camera, works the best for videoing it, but it's hard to hold the phone and play with the yo-yo at the same time.
Yeah, I suppose.
I need to get a
Well,
phone. I need to get
Walmart's
a phone
got some cheap.
tripod.
They got like a $15 tripod. They
Yep.
got like $10 for a ring light. I mean,
Yep, I got mine.
I have
It's
a tripod
$30
that's like this
on Prime.
tall that he could use, but
Yeah, I got an Amazon Prime ring light. It's about that big. It holds a
Yeah.
it holds a phone. It's tripod, so I can go up to 6 feet tall. So
Wow.
you have plenty of options, brother.
yep. So
That sounds like fun.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, we need to work on that, Gabe, because it sounds like there's a lot of people excited for your channel. So
I've got a lot of beard stuff that I can talk about too, like especially now.
I mean, just not only that, man. If you want to talk about your collection, your Hot Wheel collection, or your yo-yo collection, or just whatever is interesting to you, because that's what it's about. You know, when we do this stuff, whether it's woodworking or beard content or yo-yoing or whatever it might be, it's about just having fun, man. It's having fun, making content, and then having your friends in the community comment on it and give their thoughts on it. And it's all around a great time.
yeah. I told these guys before I started, I said, I'm not in it for subscribers. I'm not in it for views. I'm not in it for comments. I'm in it just to do what I want to do and have fun with it.
Yep.
If I get one view out of the whole video, hey, one person watched it. You know what I mean? You know, that's all that matters to me. I'm still going to do it, have fun with it, and enjoy. So,
Nice.
but Jason, this show is addicting, and it has gotten myself and Walt our own channel. So guess what? You're going to be next.
Great.
The,
I told Jason he's already been a part of the regard since before we started, because I've been talking with Jason since before this channel existed, and he's been a big part of us, just commenting on stuff and being in the chat room with us, and DMing me, randomly, just seeing how I'm doing. He's been a big part of the crew. So you're already part of the regard, Jason.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
Nice.
So
That's awesome.
If no one else in chat has anything for Jason and no one else on screen, I think we'll wrap it up here.
sounds good.
Thanks,
With
everybody.
regards, everyone. Thank you all for coming in. Everyone have a great weekend. Make sure and catch that Copper John stream. Coming Home is coming back out.
Yes.
So,
Limited.
and then if anyone's able to, I know there's a GoFundMe, I believe, for JPB. Or Just Plain Bearded. He was in here earlier. I do not have that, but I know it's available. Does anyone here know where to find that?
Deliberately Bearded Ron has it in his profile on Instagram.
There you go.
Yeah, Ron's got it on his Instagram.
Perfect.
Look at her. She's on point with that.
So anyone who maybe missed that, go check out Deliberately Bearded Ron's Instagram profile, and you can find that. And that's going to do it, I think. Thank you all for coming out. Ryan, you got one more thing?
Yeah. Make sure you guys follow Jason. Like we said in the beginning of the stream, he does have 10% all weekend long for his website. Pick yourself up something. I mean, even if it's a 3-holder, I mean, at least it's something to advertise your bottles. It look nice. So,
yep.
Thank you.
I thank you, Jason.
Yeah,
coming
thank
out
you.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thank
you.
you for the invite.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, thanks for
Once again,
coming by.
Thanks again, everyone. Have a great night, and we'll see you next week.